Welcome back, everyone. Let's continue to explore the features of Syncfusion Blazor DataGrid. In this video, I'll walk you through how grouping and aggregates help organize large datasets and highlight meaningful summaries, so users can read, compare, and analyze data more easily. Let's start with grouping. Grouping helps structure records into a clear hierarchy. You can enable it by turning on the AllowGrouping property. Once enabled, users can drag and drop column headers into the group drop area to group data instantly. If you want the grid to load with predefined groups, you can configure them up front using GridGroupSettings with the columns property, including grouping by multiple columns. Need more control over how grouping works? You can fine-tune it per column. If a column shouldn't be grouped, set its AllowGrouping property to false. To prevent users from grouping dynamically, hide the group drop area using show drop area. Grouped columns are hidden from the header row by default for a cleaner layout, but you can keep them visible by enabling Show Grouped Column. For number and date columns, you can group records based on formatted values like months or currency formats by turning on Enable Group by Format. Want grouped data to behave consistently during interactions? Grouped columns are sorted in ascending order by default, and you can control sorting through GridSortSettings. To retain, expand, and collapse states even when users sort or navigate pages, simply enable PersistGroupState. Working with large datasets, LazyLoad grouping improves performance by loading only group captions initially and fetching records when users expand a group. Enable this by setting Enable Lazy Loading inside GridGroupSettings. It works smoothly with paging, virtual scrolling, and infinite scrolling, loading data based on page size or scroll position. For remote data, lazy loading is handled using LazyLoad and LazyExpandAllGroup parameters. Keep in mind, LazyLoad grouping isn't supported with batch editing, row templates, drag and drop, hierarchical grids, or detail templates. Once data is grouped, aggregates help summarize it. Aggregates let you display totals, averages, counts, or custom calculations using the grid aggregates component. You define the column using the field property and choose the calculation using the type property. Aggregates can appear in the grid footer, inside group footers, or directly in group headers using caption templates. Need more flexibility with summaries? The DataGrid supports built-in aggregate types like sum, average, min, max, count, true count, and false count. For custom logic, set the type to aggregate type custom and calculate values using custom aggregate. Here I've used it to calculate the laptop count. You can format aggregate values using the format property, reuse values across columns using column name, and access results inside templates through aggregate template context. For local data, aggregates calculate values across the full data set, while for remote data with paging, footer aggregates reflect only the current page. Looking for dynamic updates? With reactive aggregates, aggregate values update automatically when batch edits are saved. And if you want more control over group headers, Caption template lets you fully customize group headers, including the title, count, or any custom UI. Caption templates also support localization automatically. So far, you've seen how grouping and aggregates in the Syncfusion Blazor DataGrid help structure data and surface key insights, making large and complex datasets easier to understand and work with.